All right, so now we have created a single page with internal styles, right? And so if you recall, we were working here inside the HTML code of a page called index.htm, and we created all of these internal styles, and now they are in use in this page, and it changed the look and feel of the page, which is perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take those styles and we're going to move them to an external location. So we're going to take this entire style section and cut. So the entire style section is now gone. Okay. Now I'm going to save my changes, and now I'm going to go to New, and in a new document I'm going to save this as, I'm just going to call it style.css. Now notice the extension is CSS, it's not .htm. It's still really a text file, but in this case we're going to call it .css so it knows it's a style sheet. We're going to say save. Now I can paste in all of those styles from the previous page. One thing that an external style sheet doesn't need is style tags. So we'll get rid of those. But all the styles themselves are now just on a different page, and we can save it. Okay? So all is well, but if we go to this page and refresh, bang, all the styles are gone, right? Because I just cut them out. So I got to find a way to get them back, and the way to do that is if we go to index.htm, here in the head section, okay, instead of putting in styles, what we do is we put in a link. Now this is not a hyperlink. This didn't start with A. This is a link, and we're going to link to rel style sheet and type text/CSS. So these two attributes just tell the interpreting device what kind of thing it is you're linking to, and then finally we're going to do href styles.css. Now one thing that's really important to remember is this is a href, just like a link, and so we're using a relative location, a relative path. If your style sheet's going to be elsewhere, you need to make sure that that path is represented. Because if you move, oops, should be style, singular. If you move your style sheet away from your HTML document, then it won't find it and it won't render the styles. They have to be findable, and by keeping them in the same folder, you can use simple file names. If you put them in different folders, then you have to include the paths to get to those other folders. All right, so I'm going to save that change, and now here's my page, and if I refresh it, bang, it reads the styles from the external page, and all the styles apply back. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Now we're going to take it a step farther, and we're going to look at our other page. We have got page 2 right here. That's not supposed to be it. I think I just ruined the surprise. Oh, this is a completed version of this of the assignment. Here we go. Page 2 right here. And this is what the page looked like, and it's got similar elements, but none of the styles, right? And so if I was using internal style sheets, what I would have to do is, you know what? I want to be sure I'm opening the right instance of this. So I'm going to go back to the folder and open with Notepad++. All right. So what I was saying is, if I wanted to copy the styles, one thing I could do is I could copy and paste them into the styles section of the head section of this page. But that's not very efficient. Instead, all I have to do is take this one line that links to an external style sheet. I'm taking it from page 1, copying it, and then I go to page 2 and paste it in, right? Save. Now, I'm going to show you most of these styles now work. They're not all going to work, and there's a reason for that. So I'm going to refresh, and you'll see most of them work. Bang. Okay, so what did work, what didn't work? Okay, one thing that worked is I got my title in here. Well, I have a title as well, but this is actually a headline size 1. That did work. This horizontal rule, if you remember the one that had the class top, it's not working. I've got my navigation and my rollovers are working, but my navigation style is not. Okay, I don't quite like the way these things line up. I can fix that. My picture size, my margin, my border, the color of the border, the color of the horizontal rules, all of those things seem to be working just fine. So it looks like all I really need to fix in this case is this horizontal rule and this navigation. So let's talk about why those things didn't work automatically. If you remember in the styles, we had a class for top, and a lead paragraph too. We had a class for lead paragraph, and we had a nav section. In the HTML, okay, there's no class yet for this horizontal rule. We have to add that into the HTML. So this is class equals top, right? And then for our navigation section, we have to specify that it's a navigation section. We never did that. And also that's an extra non-breaking space. All right. I didn't like these line breaks, so let me get rid of those. All right, and then my first paragraph, I wanted this to be a lead-in paragraph. So this one's got to be class equals lead. Okay, did I get everything? I got the lead-in paragraph, I got the nav section, I got the horizontal rule. All right, so save those changes, go back and refresh this, and bang. My line is good, my navigation fixed itself, it's centered now, correct font. I tried to fix the spacing, I wanted these to line up better. I don't love it, might be able to do something about it. And now my lead paragraph is bold. This is picking nits, but let's go in real quick and see if there's anything I can do about the spacing. Let's see. I've got some hard returns, some BRs, breaks after my image, and I'll get rid of those, and then refresh the page. There we go. Now this is lining up at the top, which is what I wanted. So what happens, and it's kind of weird to think about, but what happens is the code was going from title to horizontal rule to navigation to image to text. The text was wrapping around the image because of the float attribute on the image, but they were going in that order. And so when I had hard returns, BR tags, after my image, it was pushing the text down from the top because the text followed the image. Okay, so I got rid of those BRs, and now they're lining up just fine. All right, so this is cool. This is the idea here is that now I've got these two pages, page 1 and page 2, and they go together. They fit, right? The styles look correct. And I didn't have to recreate the styles. I didn't have to even type it in or even copy and paste it from page 1 to page 2. Instead, I put it into an external style sheet. Now, if I had a website that had 42 separate pages on the same website, I would just need to individually link them to the same style sheet, and they would work just fine. One thing I wanted to show you about the power of a style sheet is that you can change look and feel of your whole site relatively quickly, right? So what I want to do here is if I want to go up to style.css, and I've been working with 4 colors. And so the first one is this one. And so I'm just going to quickly switch out these colors. So this one I'm going to switch to 6534FF, right? And then this one, which I think had a typo. That should have been 2 zeros. It seemed to work okay. Yeah. No, I guess just 1 0. 333. Oh, these weren't as intended. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to replace. Looking for the replace command. Where is it? There it is. Find and replace. All right. So I'm going to take this 660333 and I'm going to replace it with 62 BC FA and replace all. So now everywhere in the style sheet where this color existed, it's going to replace it with this color. Now I'm going to go to the next one, which is 777B 88, and I'm going to replace it with FCCDD3, replace all, and then I'm going to go with one more because I had a set of 4 colors. I'm going to go with BBC4, oops, I got an extra C in there, C4EF, and that is actually the color I want to change to, so that goes here, and the color I want to change from was 330033. Alright, replace all. Okay, so essentially what I've just done, and I did it with a replace command to make it more efficient. This one is wrong though. Okay, what did I intend here? Sorry about this. This was a typo. This is link. Alright. So I haven't looked at this color yet, so I don't know what it's going to look like. But what I wanted to show you is, now that I have changed just the style sheet, I did not change the HTML on this page. I just changed the external style sheet. If I refresh it, bang, now it looks like that, which I kind of like. And then if I go to page 2, bang, page 2 looks like that. Okay. All I've changed is colors, but you could just as easily change the style elements that included fonts, maybe how the rollovers work. It's very pink. I could change the position or the size of images. I could change all kinds of stuff in the style sheet, and it would affect all the pages that were related. Yeah, that's quite pretty. All right. All right, I hope this is helpful. What you're going to be doing in your assignment is the same kind of thing. You're going to take these dummy pages, and you're going to write an internal style sheet and turn it into an external style sheet, and then point both pages to it. Have fun!